My phone, I had it plugging in over here. Okay, so we'll just plug it in over here. It went all the way dead this morning. I didn't realize I unplugged it while I was sleeping. So how's everybody doing today? Let's see if I can pull up my live. There it is. Okay. So I think we are now live. So if you guys, I'm going to look on the chat and see if I can visit with you guys. So how was everyone's night? How was everyone's yesterday? More importantly, how is everyone's right now? How are you doing? Okay, so I have absolutely nothing prepared today, so I think I'm just going to do some readings and see what comes out, maybe see what Spirit wants to talk about today. Let's look at the color. Let's grab this one. It's the color language deck. Let's see what colors can be helpful to us today. I actually really love this deck and the messages in it. Okay, so let's see what color can provide us comfort and healing today. Spirits, angels, guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, and all that is coming from love and light. Please give me clear, accurate messages for the collective today. Let's see what's coming up. Let's see what the day's energy is like and what color we would need. So sapphire's the color. We have purple at the bottom. Develop mental clarity is purple, deep purple. Develop mental clarity. That's what's on the bottom of the deck. And sapphire, regenerate your body. So you're working on your human today, according to this. We have number 38 and 39. March could be March 9th, March 8th. Could very well be. Could be a frequency of 11. The sapphire card, regenerating your body. Let's ask the tarot for some clarity on these color cards and how they may be useful for us today. Tell me about mental clarity with the color purple, Spirit. Have you guys seen that movie, The Color Purple? God, it's one of my favorites. I did go and see the new one, which is a musical, and I thought that was pretty good. I mean, they definitely changed the story a little bit. It was maybe like gave more power to the characters than it did before, you know? I kind of like that part, but to be honest, I love the original people, music, all that. Okay, so how do you feel about the Color Purple movie? You guys, tell me about it. Did it move you at all? I bet you I've watched it at least 100 times, maybe more. Okay, so I feel like what you're developing mental clarity about using the color purple is what do you want to invest in? Two of Wands. Where do you want to put your energy, right? King of Swords is here saying, like, you know, get out your logic. Be logical. Develop mental clarity, right? King of Swords. He definitely knows stuff, right? He's intelligent and tapped in. He's got good intuition. A lot of good things from the King of Sword energy. This is in order for you to have a new beginning here. Page of Pentacles. Maybe it's about a job with a pentacle being it, right? It means that there's a new door opening, but you must first shut the old door. So I feel like there's something coming in here and you're not quite sure exactly which way to go, you know? I feel like it's important for you to close out an old cycle with the Death card here. And I kind of feel like this is talking about, like, money stuff, pentacle stuff. Like there's a new opportunity here. Maybe you're traveling, maybe you're, going in a new direction, like with money, right? But you are being led because your higher self is very active right now, closing out a cycle and beginning a new one. You've learned this lesson. So off you go, off and run into a new beginning. It's got to have something to do with creation, right? Maybe somebody's having a baby. This could be, because seriously, I mean, having a baby completely changes your life, changes what you're doing with your day. A lot of cool things happen when you have a child too. And I don't know if this is what they're talking about, but it could be, because she's definitely heavy with a child here, which could mean it could mean a new idea that you're birthing, right? You're giving birth to something new. Your soul is super excited, ready to jump. I see a soul friend at the bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. And maybe it's somebody that you feel guarded against. You walked away from them, but your higher self maybe is showing you something else, maybe a different story, and you're having some sort of inner struggle about it because it hurt you, right? And maybe you waited for this person for a really long time. You thought they were your wish fulfillment, but what they really were was just kind of a fly-by-night, somebody that just comes in and leaves, right? So that could be something that's new coming in, like having a new start in something, right? Tell me what the new beginning is in, Spirit. Tell me what this new beginning is in. I see the Empress, but show me more specific. Like, what are they creating here? What are they knowing? What are they choosing? I feel like what you're choosing is you're choosing to end a cycle that's heavy. 10 of Wands, a cycle that where someone left you for dead. Like I feel like your higher self is going like, this is done, dead, gone. You have 2 death cards talking about it. Tell me what's done, dead, gone here. Just, yeah. This could be somebody very manipulative. Someone that was trying to manipulate you. Someone definitely, you could have manifested them, but they ended up leaving. I see 2 cards where someone's walking away. They're just not content. They're not happy. They're walking toward something new. Okay. So it's just really, I mean, sometimes tarot is just so damn cryptic, It's because it can be something different for everyone, right? So let me see if I can get more info on this, because there's something definitely coming to an end. You have the Death card twice, right? You have the Death card and then the 10 of Swords and the World card saying like you're over it. You are closing out the cycle. Your soul's done, and I just really want to know what it is, don't you? Tell me what this 10 of Swords is. Oh, it's a feeling that you feel like you're not enough. Oh, here we go again with that story. Usually the 5 of Pentacles comes out with that story, right? What's happening here is I feel like you're healing the inner child. Your higher self's coming out. I feel like, I feel like you're coming together with your higher self. We talked about that yesterday, about that, like about your soul wanting to come out, right? So what I feel like they're doing is they're giving you some kind of awakening, like you're remembering something. You're remembering something. You're remembering something about that soul. Could it be the power in your hands? Could it be that the 2 of you can do anything together, right? And I see that you're wanting to manifest, but I feel like it's this past stuff that's got to be let go of, right? This feeling like I am sad, right? This is your Dark Night of the Soul card. coming here, saying like, and we just did, I've been doing readings on that like all last week, which is kind of weird, but it's talking about it again, right? So you got the dark night of the soul, and you're really kind of coming, it's like a come to Jesus moment almost, right? It's like looking at the reality of you, you're human, and your soul. And like, is that authentically you? Being in this lack mentality, being in this suffering place, is that authentically your higher self? No, it isn't. It's an experience that it probably wanted to work through, because it started a long time ago that had nothing to do with you. It wasn't even about a choice that you can remember making, healing the inner child. This is something you arranged, you know, whether it's with your astrology placements or whatever. Like, you arranged to go through this so that you could heal that wound with your higher self, with spirit guides, right? So, and then forming new foundations with your higher self, right? Because, you know, obviously it looks to me like you have a life of, I don't know, like heavy stuff, stuff that made you feel shitty about yourself, you know? And that's why you're walking away from it, because your higher self is like, that is enough. Like, we have to start somewhere new. Page of Wands. Are you ready to go? Here's the map at your feet. You want to see it? See the map right in front of him? So it's like, you know, your higher self is giving you this information, something about your past, something that you know how to do, something new, something that your soul is like revealing to you. It looks pretty cool, like it's a new idea, and it's a new beginning. Okay, regenerate your body is the sapphire card. So if you have sapphires today, if you have a sapphire necklace, if you have a sapphire earrings, put them in. Put them in. This is good energy for you today. It does heal your body. It regenerates it. And I mean, if you're coming out of all this death energy, that's going to be a pretty powerful energy for you to have, right? Because when we get, you know, I don't know if you watched yesterday, but when we get like really in this dark night of the soul, we don't have mental clarity, and we are not taking care of our body. So what I'm seeing is your soul coming forward and saying like, okay, now it's time for us to heal. We felt all the pain, and now it's time for me to show you who you really are, who we really are, you know? Because I feel like what you've been doing is like overthinking, like even your place in life. 8 of Swords, you know? Feeling stuck, feeling like you don't even want to look at your reality. Look at her. She's got a blindfold on. This card is really about self-imposed bondage. It's the mind controlling everything. 8 of Swords makes you feel stuck. But there's a new beginning. So it's saying you're going to want to overthink this new beginning. But I feel like you don't need to. I feel like there's a whole bunch of options to choose from, which could feel confusing, right? But as I said, I feel like new beginnings are coming for you with the Ace of Swords. And this is about the truth about you, the truth about who you are on a soul level, right? Your body doesn't know, and your mind doesn't know. But your soul is just trying so hard to give you clarity on your past, on your present, right? Okay, so I'm feeling like there's something going on with love here for somebody, or a Gemini, right? Because this is a Gemini card, and this 7 of Swords is like a bullshit card. It's like someone coming in and stealing some shit and then running away. You know, when it's in the, and look at, back at the bottom of the deck is the 8 of Swords again. This is what you're thinking about. This is what's confusing you. This is what has you stuck, I think. It's the truth of the matter that's going to like set you free from this. So I do feel like you're getting clear on something. Tell me more, one more row about this. What happened in the Seven of Swords? Exactly. What is this? You could have had a choice in love. You know, because there's a King of Pentacles and a King of Cups. So maybe you had a choice, or maybe you have one now, right? Six of Pentacles. Which one is fair? Which one of these people, if you have a choice of two, which one of them is fair? Is there either one that's fair? Like you're overthinking it. Like, what do I choose? Well, tell me again, what's the Seven of Swords? What is the shady behavior that they witnessed or went through? Well, I think the truth about something came out. Like maybe it was emotional. Queen of Cups is here. You know, you're crying. You're sad. There was a tower. You feel guarded. What you need here is confidence. Wheel of Fortune is here. This could have something to do with work as well. Because, you know, the first card here is a new beginning in Pentacles. And then when I'm clarifying, you know, what exactly is going on, it's the Eight of Pentacles, which could really be about work. So maybe there's two people and something is not fair. It makes you feel some type of way. I do feel like you're learning something, though. You know, I see the Emperor here, too. So the Emperor could be an Aries. It could be you stepping into like a leadership role of some kind. I just want to know, tell me what happened here. Tell me why the Seven of Swords is here. I think even though the Seven of Swords looks like a sad card, right? Seven of Swords, it looks like somebody did something that's shady, right? But what's coming out is self-worth and epiphany. So it could be while you're in this energy of the Seven of Pentacles, you're deciding that you need to put yourself first. Maybe that's the clarity you've got. Maybe this lover made you an option and your higher self is going like, you know what? I mean, you deserve more than that. You're not an option. Tell me why the Eight of Pentacles is here. This is about working on something, right? Okay, so this is about working on letting go of what you're clinging to. It's a comfort zone, and I bet it's all this stuff over here. It's like a habit. I feel like I'm not enough. It's not even true, but you've been thinking it for so long. It's caused confusion and maybe even like disillusion of you and how you feel about yourself. Hi, Arika. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, so this is about a loss. It's about a separation. It's about missing someone, right? And it's also about integrating body, mind, and soul. Now, in order to do this, I feel like the card is saying, like, regenerate your body, you know, take better care of your body, better care of your mind. I feel like it's important here about so we have fate coming in, right? Integration and fate and comfort zone. So what's happening, see, is you're being moved out of that comfort zone because your higher self has something better in mind. This is very confident energy, right? And none of these cards that we're talking about that are negative are confident. They're all not confident, right? But the fate card comes out, and it's the same card as the Wheel of Fortune, really. And kind of like Tower mixed in one, this fate card. This is kind of called Detours and Divine Intervention. And I think that there's the reason that the divine intervention is here is because of the South Node that you've been living in. South Node is old habits. It's the first part of your life. It's what was important then. You might want to look up your South Node and see exactly what that is for you, right? Because it's time for that to change. You know, like it's time for you and your higher self to not be separated, but to become balanced together. It is because you have things to do together. Tell me, what they need, what they have to do. Rebirth, divine feminine, expressing your truth, wish fulfillment. So what you have coming is all beautiful things. All of it. I feel like, you know, some of you maybe have lost something. It could be a lover, it could be a friend, it could be a, you know, a death, right? But sometimes when we lose people, it really does like scatter our energy, you know, like the way we feel about everything, mostly ourself, you know, because we always put the blame on ourself. We do. That's kind of the human kind of thing, right? To overthink, to analyze. When your higher self is kind of like letting you in on a secret that this was, you know, part of your awakening, part of your growth. So, Spirit, give me some advice for, okay, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is about loving yourself, you know. It's saying that's the way to heal, is to have self-love. And I do feel like that is what's coming. And it I mean, it's telling me that it could come like a lightning bolt, like very quickly. You understand something different that you didn't understand before, you know? So self-love is a way to healing and integration with your soul. Nine of Pentacles, understanding that no matter what happens, you know, I mean, your soul loves you. This could even be like you in this dark night and your soul giving you love, showing you all the stuff, trying to, you know, show you your strength. Like how much strength it took to get through whatever this was, this breakup, this separation, this missing somebody so bad. Hey, Helen. Yay. I love you, Helen. I wish I lived there. I would love to hang out with you. I just know you'd be fun. Okay, so here's where your soul comes out and is changing something for you, your vibration. They're showing you who you are. They're showing you how big you are in the world, right? This is that little cat. This is like the reflection. And to me, like this is something that you have never really known about yourself, like how powerful and huge you are. You know, you feel very small. But your higher self is like, you're not. Like you don't even know. You just don't even know how big we are. So I feel like this knowledge about how, I don't know how they're going to show you your power, but I feel like they are. And it could be like in a dream, or it could be when you're like in this nine of swords, crying and processing whatever's going on, right? Because it is in those times where our soul comes in and says, hey, you realize who you are. I feel like there's alignment coming here. And stability, like understanding who you are, right? because I feel like what's happening is your soul is coming out, showing you your power, right? Showing you the confidence that you possess. I feel like you can manifest money um, with your soul, and I feel like that could be one of the things coming, like you just thinking it into existence, right? Commanding it into existence. I was watching a video about Saint Germain a while ago, and it was somebody channeling the ascended master Saint Germain, who is the master of transmuting energy. And I thought it was quite interesting, um, the way they spoke about commanding the violet flame. You know, so the violet flame is what burns up our doubts, right? So we're going to take, like, let's see, like this rejection, this separation and longing, this 8 of Swords. Let's just start with these 3 things. And we're going to say, I'm putting these into the violet flame of Saint Germain to have them transmuted. And so, you know, like I was always taught as a child to like ask, like almost beg, you know, to the higher person that we're talking to, you know, God. And I feel like the information I got off that video was totally different. It was like, I am the violet flame. I command the violet flame to burn these things and replace them with self-love, appreciation, confidence, and power, right? And so anyway, I just thought that was interesting about the command part, because it's so completely contrary to every single thing I've been taught in my life. Just like everything else, you know what I mean? It's like we're more powerful than we think. We can command the universe. And according to that video, when we do, we get results. It's not about begging. Because if the universe truly works on vibration, a begging energy would just give you more lack. But if you take the power into your own hands and command the violet flame to burn up these doubts, these feelings of worthlessness, these anxieties of life, right? You're commanding it to happen. And so it is. Like, I just feel like we don't know how powerful we really are and how connected to all that is that we are. Because we are all that is. I am the I am energy. You know, it's not like if you're asking for something to take something away, you're almost giving away your power. But according to this video, it was like commanding the power yourself, because you are I am. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. So I feel like there's alignment coming. I feel like whatever you can take from that reading is up to you. Leave the rest, right? But I feel like what's happening is like you're kind of like systematically burning down in the violet flame, so to speak, you know, the confusion, and replacing it with celebration and gifts. You know, you're not seeing the tower as a tower anymore. You're seeing it as like, oh my God, that's what gave me my soul and me together. That's what put us together, right? Integration. You're burning up these feelings from the past that you weren't enough, right? This feeling of lack. And you're replacing it with fairness, with self-worth, with like new ideas, epiphanies, breakthroughs. Your higher self, as soon as you command, I think your whole damn life is going to be changed. You know, the way you see everything that's happened to you. I feel like you can build your own new foundation, right? because this is what's really going on. Your higher self's coming out and saying, do you realize how much of a badass you are? And then there's a reunion, you and your soul. There's healing from this feeling that you don't have enough. You're healing. Well, what a beautiful message here, right? So, how is everybody doing today? Let's chat. How are you, Erica? I want to know if you saw the person in question while you were there. Did you see him? Hello, Yogesh. How's it going? Oh, you did. I wondered. And was it? I know, I want to hear it. I want to know. I live vicariously through you, Erica. Hi, Yogesh. You're not feeling good. You're sad. I don't know if you've looked at any of the... Good. I don't know if you've looked at any of the readings, like the last, I don't know, maybe week or so. They've all been pretty good about that. You think so? You think you had it all wrong? I'm good. I'm sort of glad. I'm sort of glad. You're feeling sad, Yoga. Let's see. Well, what can we see here? I'll pull a card out of the Medicine Woman deck for you, Yoga. How about that? Right on. I knew you'd figure it out. You write too much to not be able to figure it out. Sometimes, man, I've been looking through a lot of my old journals. I can't believe how much. I'm going to pull one card for you out of this deck, the Medicine Woman, because you're sad. I want to see what Spirit wants you to do to help yourself. Spirits, angels, guides, can you give me one message for Yogesh Lohia? I would love for you to give me some kind of message that will be helpful. Okay, it's called the Autumn card. A time for letting go, lighten your load. Let's see what that means. 21 Autumn. So what I feel about autumn is, have you ever observed the trees like in the fall time? I have a lot. So you know what I noticed is like some of the leaves just fall off right away. And they fall off maybe when they haven't even completely died, but they're just willing to go. The wind picks them up. When they start to drop, the wind picks them up, and they're just almost seem excited, right? The leaves, they're excited to go on the next part of the journey. They're excited wherever they land. They don't care, right? It's this free and trusting feeling that the leaf feels. All right, so let's keep that in mind while we're reading this, because I have a feeling. The Celtic tradition, the autumn equinox symbolizes a time of abundance. Harvests are at their peak, but also the season which we have to prepare for austerity. Autumn is a time of descent Warmth and light decline. Energy fades. It is a phase of deeply letting go. The season brings with it a double outer inner movement, a transition. Nature slowly goes to sleep, divesting itself of all it's destined to die, to be recycled. She also invites us to let go of weighs us down or has passed its peak. This card indicates a time of transition, of coming home to yourself and letting go. You may have been moving forward at a steady pace, doing your best to respond to external requests. By forging ties with the medicine woman inside you, you can contact your instinctive force and listen to your own rhythm. You need to take stock, observe. What projects have been crowned with success? What dreams have manifested? It's time to harvest the fruits of your work and stock up for the winter. Let go of what produces nothing. Awaken the medicine. In an echo of the autumn season and the element of earth associated with it, reconnect to your inner earth, your humus, your rooting. Strengthen your grounding to let go and lighten your load. Become the tree that lets its leaves and nuts fall to the ground. Explore this in-between, outer, inner period, this time of returning to intimacy. And ask yourself, what do you need to let go of? To divest yourself on the physical plane, but also the psychological or relationship planes. Fear, habits, or relationship. To bring yourself closer to your essential truth and the nature of who you truly are, your true self. And then it says, make an offering to Mother Earth, a poem, a song, or food. So that is the message for you, Yogesh. Okay. Can I please define this for you? Well, it's kind of telling me that there's something that's bothering you that you need to let go of, something that you're really clinging to. You know, it could be like some type of way that you feel about yourself that's just not accurate. It could be a relationship. It could be a job that just doesn't resonate with you. It doesn't make you happy. It's something that doesn't make you happy. And it's something that Spirit is saying, like, you got to let this go, you know? And I think, honestly, I think the message too is about tapping into the nature. You know what I mean? Maybe go sit by a tree, put your head against a tree. Have you ever done that? It's pretty magical. Like, I can't believe how much information I get from trees. And I don't know if everyone has that ability, but I definitely have some kind of magical thing going on with the trees. Like, they actually really tell me stuff. I just hear it. And I don't know if you do or not, but I kind of feel like it's saying, like, there's something that's bothering you and it's kind of eating your lunch. It's not helping you to keep hanging on to it. It is, I know. What I wouldn't do for a dip in the ocean for a day. You know what I mean? I would just so dig that, but so I don't know, you know, I hope that helped you. You can always rewind it and watch it again if you didn't quite understand. It's just really about letting go of stuff that holds you back, you know, things that you think that you don't have control over, but you do. The way you can control something that's bothering you is to let it go. You know what I mean? Just let it go. Talk to your higher self and like, this doesn't serve me anymore, you know? And I think sometimes, I mean, like when I was talking to the trees about letting go, it was about my son dying. And I talked to them a lot about it. And what I noticed is I asked the tree, like, how does all the leaf dropping happen? Like, do you tell them to leave? Do they just leave on their own? You know? And it was kind of like, it was saying like, some of them want to stay. Some of them take a big wind to knock them off. Some of them, you know, some of them I have to release. And some of them I don't want to. You know, sometimes I don't want to release this or that, right? And it can be like an old conditioning idea, like some kind of idea you have about yourself. And if it's something that's just not true, I mean, I don't know why we would hang on to it at all, you know, unless we didn't realize it was a lie, you know what I mean? But what I'm talking about there is like some kind of belief about yourself, like I'm not good enough, I think that comes up a lot in the readings, like this feeling of doubting who you are and what you are, you know, I'm not understanding like this huge soul piece that lives in us, and that's really who we are, is that soul, right? But our human just thinks, this is it, you know, just this human body, you know, and the soul is like, yeah, it's part of it, but it's not all of it. I just wanted to see it from your eyes, you know, through these specific eyes of your person, right? Yeah, the little rocks, man. I really had some kind of really cool awakenings in Kauai. Like the very first time I went there, I was still in college. I was probably, I don't know, 45 or 6, you know. And I went there. I didn't have a dime to my name. I just lived in I rented a hotel for like a week, and then I stayed on the beach in a tent for the other week. And it was really fun. But I really did connect with that island. I didn't have a car or anything. It was really the mountains that were, wow, it just feels so magic there. So I do know what you mean. I found a pretty cool place on that island. It's like you go to, they call it the end of the road, and it's called Ke'e Beach, Kee. And you can walk around the shore of that. You couldn't take the mountain and go that way, but I didn't. I walked along the big rocks on the shore, and I found this place that was like, I don't know what it was. And I took pictures of it. I've got pictures of everything I saw. But when I went back, like a couple of years, like maybe even like 4 or 5 years later, with my daughters, and I'm like, you gotta come around here. I gotta show you this place. It's like magic. I couldn't see any of the same stuff. Like, I don't know if it was just like the light, how the light was shining on that mountain and that shore. I'm not really sure, but what I saw the second time was not what I saw the first time. And that's why I think that island is magical. Just because of that experience. Like there was something so amazing that first time I found it. I couldn't even leave. I didn't even want to leave. I just wanted to stay right there. I am from America, yeah. Where are you from? Where are you from, Yogesh? Man, I would love to come there. I think that would, to me, I mean, I think I would love to come and hang out there with a whole bunch of people that just are native there. Lucky you. Bye, Erica. I'm going to go too. I hope you guys all have a good day. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thanks for watching and hanging out with me. I love you guys so much. And I hope that the messages helped you today. Talk to you later.